Last chapter, we left the party playing Kreekar's smouldering cannon game. Gooey, terrified from what he had saw, warns the party, so of course Little Bird promptly goes and takes a look for themselves. Also terrified, Little Bird returns and pays a commoner to swim out into the ocean. He sinks and does not return. The party quickly forgets about the fact they have just killed an innocent and dawdle until the time of the festival dance. Everyone has a great time, and Ivani receives a strange letter. The next morning comes, it's fight time, and after several grueling rounds, Little Bird pulls it around in the last moment and is crowned the victor.
My name is Ashley, and I play Little Bird.
Hi, my name is Brew, and I will be playing Kyrie.
Hi, I am Nyax, and I'll be playing Ivani.
Hi, I'm March, and I play Flint Bright.
Hi, my name is John, and I'll be playing Gooey.
And I'm Rob the DM, and welcome to the Homebrew. You guys are in Castle. There's still the hustle and bustle of the festival. There's a lot less stalls than there were yesterday. Even Kreekar's one doesn't have anything going on right now. It's just Kreekar trying to flog shit that he's got. Which, you know, nothing new. There is still the smell of, like, all the foods being cooked and stuff like that. There's still, like, people barbecuing and all of that. You can... There's a couple of tents and stuff like that. Peacekeepers are kind of sweeping away the sand and starting to take apart the like, ring that you guys fought in, and they get to one bit and it's, like, broken where Captain got kicked into it when he was already on it. They're like, holy fuck, how did he withstand that? Jesus Christ! And like tear it off and kind of go, well, that one's for firewood, throw it to the side. What do you all want to do?
Could I maybe, like, go to, like, a library?
Yeah, Gooey's also going to go to the library.
Yeah, the library's like part of the church, so yeah, you can go there.
Gooey's not going to tell Kyrie that they're going to the library, though. They're just going to go.
Okay.
Oh.
So, like, both of you are going to see each other going the same way at the library anyway. You're kind of all stood next to each other. If both of you just start walking towards the library.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. Sorry, am I going your way?
At the moment, Gooey's, like, split right down the middle. Is like grey on one side and teal blue on the other. And it's just, like, not even really acknowledged Kyrie, just kind of walking, staring at the ground.
Yeah. What does everyone else want to do, just so I know, like, how we structure what's going to happen?
I think Ivani's gonna go towards the tavern and have a look at the letter he got.
Okay. Little Bird, what are you doing?
I have no idea. Or are you gonna go for a nap?
You're going to go find body pretzels again.
I was gonna say, what about your
maybe.
crew?
Maybe, yeah. We do need to train.
And Flint, what would you like to do?
I have no slightest idea. I think the only thing that I can think of to do right now is try and find I forgot his name. The lizard, not
Ilzar.
lizard, but Ilzar. Yeah, get his number.
It doesn't really have a number, per
Well,
se.
as close to, I don't know, fucking aggressors, so we can send each other.
Here's a painting I got of my cock. Enjoy.
Just a scribble.
Yeah, it's just Flint crudely with a crayon drawing.
Yeah.
Smudges all over it as well.
Yeah, it's to scale. He holds up like an A2 piece of paper.
Got a post-it note.
Yeah.
Post-it note collage.
Yeah.
Mm.
Lots of tiny dicks that make up one big one.
Is that the big bird?
Oh,
Oh.
comes to life, gooey parchment style. So, we'll go with... Everyone's doing their own thing, but I suppose two people are going to the church, so we'll do church first. Yeah, you guys... I guess Kyrie's just going to walk alongside Gooey, I guess? If you're both setting off at the same time, like... I know Gooey wouldn't notice, but... You arrive at the church. There's a couple of people outside, like kind of coming out of it, like little mementos and stuff like that of their gods held close to their chest.
Carrie's just gonna push past. Try to just get into the church in general.
Yeah, I mean it's not super busy with the festival being on, but there's some people there. I believe both of you are familiar with the layout of it now, because I know Kyrie at least has been in here before. I'm not sure if Gooey has.
I think we picked up adventure charms here, didn't we?
You picked them up from outside the church because she was waiting outside for you. Okay, so it's like a long hallway. It's a relatively big building, and along the walls are rooms with like a statue. Each room has a statue of a different god in it, like mostly the main gods. And then further back, there's like pews along the center and everything for people to sit and converse. Along like the back walls, like still along the sides but past the rooms, there is like altars to like smaller gods who haven't quite got a room yet. And then past that is like back rooms with books in and stuff. And you see the spider woman from before behind like the altar, holding something in her hand close to her chest, and she's just praying. And she sees you enter and she goes, "Ah, welcome. How may we help you today?"
Probably just recheck the temper section.
Yeah, it's just copies of the same book that you've got. There's like some smaller, like shortened ones, kind of like info brochures and stuff like that, like why you should worship Tempest, top 10 reasons,
All the
like
same
that.
book.
Pretty much. There's a couple on like lore stuff of Tempest, but you're not sure, judging by how it's written, if it's like this is the actual lore of Tempest, or if this is fan stories that people have kind of wrote about and published to make people think a bit more of Tempest.
Is there any like seating areas?
Yeah, in the like main section, there's a lot of pews. There's a couple of chairs like in the back, just like simple wooden chairs. There's a couple of like people just sat slowly reading through books.
Harry's gonna like amass a lot of books on her arm, not realizing it's the same one, but like pick them up because they're like different colors.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be like, "I'm such a good worshipper. I'm such a good paladin," and then like go to like, you know, like the puffy bit or whatever. Like the every library has like this weird like puffy corner where you can just sit down and read stuff.
Again, this isn't a library. This is a church with just a lot of books.
It's a library to carry at this point. It's full of books. I mean,
Yeah.
so Carrie's just gonna sit down wherever she can and just start reading through the books of Tempest, and then like she'll read through one and then like completely brain dead be like, "Oh, okay," and like forget about one of them and then read another one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a chain sort of reading. So it's going in, but it's going out, and she's gonna do that for quite a while.
Such a good worshipper.
Yeah, but as long as she feels like she is,
Yeah.
I guess Tempest will appreciate some sort of studious activities.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That's Tempest's jam. Studying.
Studying him.
Yeah. You find a nice little quiet corner and just start reading. Gooey, what would you like to do?
Gooey's gonna sort of see if there's any, I guess you would call them staff, maybe priests or priestesses who work in the church, maybe someone who's a little bit more based in the library section, handling all the books.
Yeah, you quite quickly come across a like relatively not super young, like 16-year-old intern kind of thing, Dragonborn. And they look at you and they're like, "Hello, yes."
Hello.
Hello.
I have a rather large book list I would like to read for tonight. Can I list them off and see if you have them?
I may have to check things through with my manager, but yes, I'm sure we could work something out.
Firstly, do you have any books or research documents on a Demogorgon?
Not off the top of my head. I can go check.
I will tell you the rest, then you can check. I will send some of my people to help you.
I'm still relatively new here, so one at a time, if you please. I don't want to get something wrong. Demogorgon, give me one moment. I'll be right back. About 5 minutes pass, and he comes back with one little leather-bound journal. We had this in the back. It's very dusty and kind of got a bit of rot on the leather. You're not the first person to come in and ask about Demogorgons recently, so we were gonna put it back on display, but I guess I never got around to it. That might have been my job, actually.
Someone else?
Yes. Tall fellow, a hat, very full of himself, blue jacket, kind of scruffy hair, a bit, not to be rude, a bit smelly, could definitely use the bathhouse.
A single scar across the right cheek?
I wasn't there. This is just what I've been told. Maybe?
I think I know the person in question. No one else has looked at this recently, have they?
Not as far as I'm aware. I wasn't even aware that we had this book, so...
Very well. Anything on the origins of Casbolt?
The origins of Castle, yes. What kind of library located within a town would we be if we didn't have the history of the town? That I do know where it is. And he kind of leads you one way, and it's just this massive shelf that says Castle at the top. Here is the history of Castle as far back as we have recorded. There are no other libraries in town, so we tend to keep it all here.
How many books am I looking at here?
Easily 150 plus. It's like a full library shelf, 6 sections long. It's literally from the founding of Casvault to last month.
Okay. Is anybody does it look like these books have been touched, or is it literally just someone's wrote it and left it and it's not been touched?
A couple of them have been, but it's you get the feeling that these are people researching things that happened on people's birthdays and stuff like that.
I will not take anything from the shelf yet. Are we alright to handle the books ourselves?
Of course, as long as they don't leave the church itself. If you like, we do have reading rooms available for rent with a bed. We provide drinks. That way you can just come and go as you please from the room with the books and be in comfort and in solitary.
That sounds acceptable. How much is one room?
5 silver a day.
I'll just sort of looking at the books and trying to see probably what the very first book was written, just hand him that. The 5 silver for the room.
Yeah, he takes it and he goes, right this way, and he leads you.
I'm not finished yet with the books.
I need to show you your room. Okay.
Oh, one moment, and I just sort of tap the staff, conjure an unseen servant. Please, Alistair, you get the room in order. We have a lot of work ahead of us. And I'll just point and say,
My
don't
name
worry,
isn't
you'll-"
Alistair.
That's right, you can't see him. That is a shame. You walk to the room.
Okay. As Mother
Alistair,
used
go
to
with
say,
him.
do not pry into the nature of wizards. And he just
Yeah.
begins walking.
Yeah, I'll have Alistair go with him, and then he just, I would assume they just open the room empty to nothing, and then
Yeah.
Alistair will come back, and just so he knows where to go.
Yeah. It's just a simple little room. There's quite a few of them, like, next to it. With a bed laid out, a little table, some glasses of, like, a glass and a big pitcher of water, and a little lock on the back side of the door.
Okay. Quickly rattle these last couple off. Anything on the Cult of Bane, if they have anything?
The Cult of Bane, haven't heard that in a while. I can check the ledgers for you if you'd like.
That would be good.
Okay, one moment. He runs off and he comes back with a big book. He goes, this is our section on sea. You can see why it's quite so big because obviously Casfold. He just starts going through it. About 10 minutes pass and he goes, we had a book. Looks like it was last checked out. And he kind of pulls out like a little magnifying glass and inspects it. 5.5 years ago. We should probably chase that. Closes the book.
Likely.
Some people forget to return.
Is there a name under the person who took it?
No, although that is a good idea. We should probably ask for names if we're going to rent books out.
That does seem like a... Anyway, Goo just sort of like puts one hand to the side of their head and it kind of slops into their face for a bit, and they're just like, oh god. The last things I want to have a look into is any history of sentient magical items. It is specific, but I wonder if you have anything.
I'm not sure if we do. But I am aware that Aurymond does. Occasionally, we get requests from the library in Aurymond to transfer some of our books there, and they transfer us some books in return, just to keep things fresh and new for our readers. About 3 months ago, they requested a book on magical items and such. I can check to see if we've got any other ones. He toddles off again. His like green tail kind of slapping about to the sides, occasionally bumping into a shelf, and it starts shaking a little bit. He goes, ooh, kind of picks it up and puts it next to his foot again. Walks
As
a
he
little
returns, Gooey's just shrank a little bit, and he just has a tail now,
slower.
just sticking out the back of his robe.
We had this book, less about the creation of magical items, and more on how magical items can help with cooking.
Sure. Just take that as well. Just put it in. Start making a little pile on his desk. The last thing I have, which is probably the most complex of them all.
Of course, there's more.
I am to understand there is a process by which two interactions of people causes crushing and possible fluctuations in emotions.
You're
Do you have
looking
anything
for
on
those
this?
kind of books.
Do you have anything on this subject?
This is a church, sir. We would not stock the kind of books you are seeking.
Is it something speciality like in the capital?
It's not something that we would welcome within the church. I understand. Of course, everybody likes different kinds of literature, but
I am after a mechanical book. Something to explain the process.
Yes, definitely not here. That kind of process, you may be better off talking to one of the book merchants in the other part of town. If you're wondering about the mechanics of the interactions of two people. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That is okay. Everything else I will try and find on my own.
Of course. If you need a top-up of water or anything, please come and find one of our staff.
That will be good. Well, sort of turn to Alistair, even though there's another thing there. Alistair, we better get to work. Maybe we should bring your sister too. She could be useful for hosing them.
There's a table. Never mind.
Who just sort of turns around and as they're walking, just creates a disc as well, and just starts extending their arms up to take out the first book on the history of Castle. And just takes it in their room, just starts making piles.
Oh,
The first book, the latest history, the earliest history, somewhere in between, anything they can find on this kraken that exists beneath the town.
After about an hour and a half, you find something kind of referencing it that talks about the great beast of the deep. And how during the War of Trier, an entire fleet of ships went missing one night, leaving the docks of Cornest. And the only thing that washed up was a very, very, large fucking stub of a tentacle that had been blown off by cannon fire. The ends of it were all charred and it was covered in barnacles and stuff.
This is a very poor amount of information. And just sort of looks at the big wall of books and is maybe there isn't any information here.
You didn't let me finish.
Never mind, I will continue.
You do find one more recent book as well that talks about someone in Aurymond who has a device that notices the impurities in weapons and in items, and if something foreign is in something that shouldn't be in something, like Little Bird's feather in the sword. And how while transporting it from Cornest, it started going off like fucking crazy, even though nothing was inside it. Almost like the air itself along that coastline was just fucked. Filled with an unknown fucking thing. And after many hours of research and fucking book scanning and stuff like that, the person in question sent warning to Casvault, telling them that they believe that an unknown god may be living in the waters near their town.
Alright. Gooey's gonna actually spend the night in the library.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Mainly sort of just checking through the Cult of Bane book to see if there's any important information you can.
It just really kind of talks about Bane and how he's gonna help.
Yeah, and then after Gooey's finished with that and is kind of a bit drowsy, they're going to request about 50 pieces of parchment from the desk.
Oh, give me a second, because we're not at night time yet.
Oh, okay.
Because we've got 3 other players.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say we'll let everyone else do their thing.
Yeah. Okay, going down the list. Nyax, what are you doing again?
When he was gonna read the letter they got from the Cotorbane in the tavern.
Okay, so opening up, it does just say the same thing that it said when it was initially, like, given to you.
Which was...
If you want to join the winning team of this war,
Oh,
let us know
yeah.
and we can, like, sort something out.
But is there nothing else? Or like where to find them?
It's less of a address and more of a location. There is a small... I say small. It's like the size of a large city, but, you know, island in the mouth of the Kingdom of Walrostia's rivers.
The Kingdom of Volrostia, where the hell is that?
So that is in between Rockhull and the Cloudian Theocracy.
Oh, it's a whole... Oh,
It's a
a
whole
continent.
thing, but it's also, if you remember, the prince said that one of the churches was on the border of the Cloudian Theocracy. The Kingdom of Walrostia is the only thing that connects to the Cloudian Theocracy.
Oh, God. Okay.
Do you want to do anything else, Ovoni?
Not really. Guess I'm gonna search for... Guess either Gooey or... Little Bird, wherever they are.
Little Bird's, I believe, doing breakdancing stuff with body pretzels in a fucking commoner's house in the middle of town.
Yeah.
Of course.
Sure. I did the polite thing and picked up food on my way.
Oh, okay. And I guess you would have seen Gooey head towards the church/library.
Yeah, I think Ovani would probably go help out the Little Bird first with a little bit of jamming out session with his
Oh yeah, obviously.
Jemison.
Obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
In that case, Little Bird, what do you want to do until Ovani shows up at your party?
It's not a party, it's a training session.
Oh, okay. Are you just breakdancing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There's nothing else to do.
You'll spend your time breakdancing. Flint, what do you want to do?
I don't know, apart from, like, trying to... I forgot his name again. I shouldn't go after...
Ilzar.
Ilzar.
ILXER.
We're never going to see him ever again.
XAR.
We're going to see him after this. I don't need to remember his name.
Flint's just looking for a 1 minute fling. Like,
Yeah. That, and then I guess just like buy some. I imagine you can just get like beers from the stands that are around here, right?
No, there's all kinds of fucking booze.
Buy some for me, and then for Creekar, and just go hang out at his stall
Oh,
until until everyone else, until like the raffle, and I assume everyone else would like gather around it.
Yeah. So you're drinking with Creekar. A couple of other people come back to try their luck again, and he's like, "Sorry, we're closed today." Starts chugging his beer again. He's like, "Yeah, I know you're all right. You know, bit of a pricky corner. You're all right. You know, like family owns pirates." Oh. I'm gonna be after fucking finishing here, I'm gonna be going. Sorry. I think I've been drinking too.
You're a lightweight. What can I say? I shouldn't
I'm
have got
very
any beers.
small.
You are very small, and these beers are very big to you.
I'm going to be going to the Duchy of Newvania. I heard Addy and all that were there, and you know, if I can rip them off with a little bit of extra cash, plus check if they're okay, you know, why not?
Definitely.
Do you have anything you want me to pass on?
Just make. I hope we have unfinished business. You know that.
Wait, you and Addy or you and me?
Oh, Addy, not you.
Okay.
If it was with you, it sounds weird.
I mean, yeah.
Just. I've got shit that I need to do with these lot. So just make sure, you know, wanted posters for the crew are out, apparently. Just make sure no one gets caught. That's all I can
There's
say.
only so much I can do now. I'm involved in the war. But I'll try with you, Flint.
In a perfect world, I'd just go back there, but I can't. We've got other businesses that we just prioritize.
Well, if you ever need me, he kind of slaps a little rock in your hand. You notice it as a communication enhancer. If you ever need to go a long distance and you can wait a month for me to arrive, I'll take you wherever you need to go. Don't even need to ask.
Okay, I'm just gonna take his beer from him. You've had enough of it.
No!
Yes.
No!
You get cranky when you get violent when you're drunk. Don't
I
do
don't
this.
know what you mean, Flint. Yeah, you spend the night, well, the rest of the day kind of fucking just talking with Creekar. Then at about 10 PM he stands up and he's like, right, raffle time. He kind of like claps his hands. And these two like tank top muscly men kind of climb off the ship, carrying this like big, it's just a fucking bingo ball drawer. But you do see like 100 little coloured balls inside, all kind of jumbling around as these two men are carrying it. He's like, to the town centre! Like points forward, hops on one of their shoulders and rides them into the centre of town. You can see there's a little stage set up. And he goes, so, for everybody that competed in my thing, if you got, I think, 3 or more, you would have a raffle ticket. Now, the raffle ticket has a number on it. We have 3 prizes up for grabs. Number 1, and something I think quite a few of you here could do with. Straight from Cornest, the newest revelation in keeping yourself clean. And he like slams a big thing of fucking like a big sack down. Sew up. Now, this may come as magic to some of you, but he takes it out, spits on it and rubs it on his hand. It foams up and you hear the crowd going, ooh. Not only does this foam and look good, don't eat it. Terrible greeting. It keeps you clean, stops infections. It's wonderful. One of the prizes is a bag of sew-up. The second prize, we take you on a whirlwind adventure across the globe. And you become one of us, and all expenses paid, your own bed. You join our crew. Number 3, a special little thing from the man himself who creates all this wonderful stuff. A ring of polymorph. Unlimited use, can be used once per day. So long as you charge it in sunlight for at least 5 hours. Just leave it on your windowsill, go out, have fun. But this is prize number 1. You win this, you're sorted. Never have to worry about anything. You want to spice things up in the bedroom? Boom! Polymorph. You want to... I personally can't think of any other uses for it, but I'm sure you guys can. You're all creative and inventive and very, very smart, I'm sure. So, roll number 1. Number 43! Who was 43? You kind of stand there and no one calls it out and it's like, okay, well, we roll. Fuck it. 1. Wait, I just rolled a D1. 75! Anybody have 75? You hear some dude. Oh,
Is this for the soap?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You hear some dude in the audience go, "Oh, me. There we go! Give that man some soap!" You see one of these big belly men just walk up to this fucking commoner farmer and just hands him a big, like, almost like care package of soap and toiletry style stuff. And he's like, "Oh, it smells like figs and lavender. Oh!" And a couple of girls like swoon over, and he's like, "Oh, thank you, Krika." Number 2 is 57. Anybody? You hear a woman go, "Oh, 57 is me." And he goes, "Congratulations! Welcome to the pleasure cruise. If you'd like to make your way onto my ship, the crew will get you sorted." And she's like, "I have a wife and a wife and kid." And he's like, "Bring them along, more the merry."
Oh god.
Prize number 3, 85.
Flint's gonna raise his hand. He doesn't have the ticket, but
85, Flint, right, okay. Kind of walks up to you, hands the ring to you. You hear somebody go, "Hey, hang on."
I'm
"No,
gonna run."
sorry, it's first come, first serve. We did go through 3 booklets of tickets, so, you know." Well, thank you all for joining. You hear a couple of people, like, booing, and he's like,
yes,
"Listen,
boo!
fuck all of you! I don't need to be here any longer." He kind of just gathers his shit, fucking starts walking down to the docks. A couple of people start throwing like their tickets on the floor and towards Krikar and shit.
But do you know Krikar's actually giving you a ring of true polymorph?
Oh,
I like to think during the raffle, Kyrie wasn't even present. She
Yeah.
was just sleeping.
she just fell
half
asleep,
the
buck on
building,
face.
Yeah.
3 of the same bucks stacked up next to her, already
Wake
red.
up, she'd wake up and remember the raffle and dash out where it's like already done. Everyone's like gone.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Oh. I'm guessing she would just see Flint.
No, I mean, it depends what time are you waking up, because like the raffle takes place at 10 p.m.
You know, like when you set an alarm and you wake up like 2 minutes before the alarm.
Oh yeah.
So she'll wake up like 3 minutes after it's ended. Like,
Okay, yeah.
so
You
she
get
just
outside.
catches the end of it.
Yeah, you hear everyone booing, and Flint's kind of stood there, and so's the rest of the party. Like, fuck, I didn't win anything.
I'm just gonna go up to the party now that I have my ring. Be like, "You guys could have just lied."
Gooey ain't
No. Oh, you guys aren't here? I thought people.
there.
had-
Gooey didn't
Gooey's
go.
in his room. Little Bird's there.
Who is here? Okay.
Because Little Bird had a raffle ticket.
Kyrie now.
Yeah, Kyrie's there now. I don't know if Ivani would be.
Probably.
Okay, Ivani's probably there.
What?
Is the investigation's high enough? Ovani exists there now.
Yeah.
You guys could have just lied to get that stuff. You know that, right?
Get what stuff?
The stuff. Oh.
Well, Quicker is gone now, so. Eh.
I mean, I think this and the shelf, the ring is pretty cool. I think Polymorph does what I think it does.
Oh! Yeah, I could teach you.
Flint is going to obviously use it right now because he's impulsive and stupid. And I'm pretty sure because Flint's stupid with spells.
Oh, you can turn into a dinosaur.
Flint
So you
the
know.
Triceratops. Only you transforming yourself as someone else.
I'm transforming myself
Okay.
because but you guys talk. Flint's gonna be just trying to figure out how this works.
Flint's like, look how cool this is.
No, like Kyrie's gonna be trying to like talk to Flint, but Flint's like in his own,
Yeah.
you know.
Flint's
like,
quick, what's a
nothing's
cool
getting in there.
animal?
Oh, can Ovani scrape off all the tickets on the floor that everybody threw away?
Yeah. It's just
I'm gonna-
loads of little bits of paper.
Okay, I want to follow Kriko now and turn in all the raffles.
You like catch him as he's like going down the hill towards the docks, and he's like, "Hey, I'm guessing those are on the floor because they were losing tickets."
Those are mine tickets. Please. I
What?
want to trade. Yes, please.
You
I
want to
wanna
trade them for what?
the stuff.
The stuff's already been given out.
Wait, these are just old tickets, but only a few people get stuff.
Yeah, it's a raffle.
But only. Oh, I thought there was more stuff.
No, there's only 3 things.
Oh. Oh, you can have the tickets anyway, and I shove the tickets into his hands.
What?
Goodbye.
Kind of just
Housing. Bigger than him.
He just lets go of them. They scatter on the floor and kind of blow away in the wind. And he watches them kind of while he's on this hill and his ship's on the docks to the right of him. The sun's like setting over the water and all these tickets kind of blow by anime fucking Leaf style. And he just goes, beautiful! Absolutely beautiful!
Extortion. Oh, mwah.
Yeah. I love capitalism.
So when you come back, Flint has turned into a giant crab.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. With my stats or the crab stats?
What's the crab's Constitution and what's yours?
I don't know. Give me a second.
Bring up
I'm
the
gonna-
stat block for the giant crab, baby.
Oh, sec.
Because I'm gonna have you split it down the middle.
Okay, so that's a con. It gets a 0 to con. And I have.
So that's a 10.
Plus, I have a. Yes, so I have a plus 3 to Constitution.
Okay, so make a roll with a 13 con. So that would be plus 1?
That
are
is
the
a
tickets.
13.
You watch as Flint like starts this transformation and he gets like the little pincery bits on the side of his face and his skin kind of starts to harden like
Oh, I
chitin,
hate the
and he
idea that it's a
crouches
gradual
down.
transformation. I hate that. I hate just make it instantaneous.
And then a series of thick, black, tar-like tendrils burst forth from this like amulet and completely coil around Flint, squirming and tightening. I need you to roll 5d10.
Okay. 41.
I need you
Oh.
to take 41 damage.
I'm gonna say-
Okay, Flint is unconscious.
Yeah, what do you want to do, little bird?
I'd like to use a first level spell,
Okay.
and I would like to cast Command.
On what? Flint or the amulet?
The amulet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say stop.
The tentacles, as they're like coiled around Flint, stop. And you watch as the longer they're exposed to the oxygen, they're getting harder and starting to form almost like a cocoon around Flint. They slowly back off and recoil within the amulet. There is a shell around Flint now of this hardened kind of like hollow slime. The only bit that you guys can see is the black gem in the center where they all burst from.
I fucked
Break it.
I
I mean, attack it. With Flint unconscious on the other side.
Look, I don't. Oh shit! Wait, no, no, not that one.
Just
Fuck.
start doing death saving throws?
No, hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the fuck is it?
I honestly thought you would have thought about this a bit more, March.
Listen, I thought it would just might use it and just cancel it out.
But
on
you
its own.
used it on yourself.
Yeah, I wanted. Well.
It's not like you
fine.
press the ring to it or anything.
No.
I
it's-
have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Flint count as a corpse?
No, he's just unconscious.
Nah, fuck. I don't
I
have
have
any
a
actual
minus
healing.
4 hit. This is fine. Everything's fine.
to try and grab the amulet.
Like, just go for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, grab it with my sword
Yeah.
and try and yank it off.
The amulet pulls off quite easily, and it leaves behind like a bit of the like a fair amount, but it breaks off a bit of the cocoon. Flint,
Okay,
I
cool.
need you to tell me one of Captain's memories.
Oh god, you're gonna make me do a death saving roll. I guess leaving home, just like when he decided to leave, just never talk to his family again, and it being, in his opinion, the best decision of his life.
Okay.
Gooey's like sort of linked with the demo or whatever it is that's linked with them. Do they like hear anything
No,
when this happens? Okay.
it's just complete eerie silence.
Okay. So Gooey's just gonna no, this is happening. Cool.
Well, I think if any would have seen this and realized that Captain used body morph on themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Avani's gonna stay really far away from the amulet. Holy shit, that is dangerous.
Yeah, that thing doesn't fuck around.
Give it to the stupid. Stop.
Can Avani run towards Gooey? Just to where they were heading. Okay.
You know where Gooey is?
So just the cocoon fully encapsulate.
Because Gooey's fully... Gooey doesn't know what's going on. Gooey's in the church right now.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell any of you that you're going
Nope.
to the church.
Nope.
God.
You would have seen him go in that direction, but that doesn't mean shit in the center of a town.
Little bird can telepathically.
Nope. It is more than 60 feet.
Yeah.
Kyrie, can you please just try to heal?
Is the cocoon fully encapsulating Captain?
Minus a tiny bit on his chest, yeah, where the amulet was.
Where our amulet was, so it's off there now.
Yeah, Little
Yeah, I
Bird
took it
took
off.
the amulet off.
Okay.
It's
lay
like
our
dangling on the end of their sword,
Lay our
which
hands
is
on that
also
little bit.
enchanted. Oh no, it's not enchanted. Is it enchanted? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lay our hands on that little spot on the chest where the amulet wasn't.
Okay. Roll your Healy doodad or whatever it is.
Oh.
I'm gonna give them 10.
Captain, you come back to consciousness in a very tight environment, completely black, and you can kind of hear muffled on what's outside. You don't have the crab exterior or anything anymore, but you do have the ring still on.
Okay.
We should maybe. Can we get Flint out of there? Maybe. You're pretty strong. Can you do it?
Should we try and break out from the inside, I guess?
Roll a
No.
strength for me.
Okay. Just a 9.
You start, or at least all of you start to see small cracks appear in it, and you hear Flint kind of struggling and sobbing from the inside.
Okay, Kyrie's gonna hurl a softly, try to force it open.
Yeah, you wouldn't even need Peerless Athlete. It kind of just peels apart off Captain. It is, or was, slightly attached to him. Like, where it's thingy. You know how the black slimy thing kind of, what it did to the other people? Like, where it kind of left some of those marks on them?
Yeah.
Captain's got some of those, like, along bits of flesh that was exposed. He now also has on his left side kind of a scar through his eyebrow.
Flint just screams. And for the next like 5 minutes, he's just looking at himself in Kyrie's armor, like, what the fuck happened? Oh god.
Little Bird, I need you to roll a d20.
Okay. 9.
Can I do something quickly
Yeah,
now that
yeah.
I'm out? Cool, before you decide to fuck up Little Bird. I'm gonna get the anti-magic gloves that I have.
The anti-magic sigil gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put one on, grab the amulet with it, and just like reverse it and hold it like that.
Yeah. It's now just in an inside-out glove.
And is going to get his rope and just like tie it close. Cool. Flint is just gonna take the amulet, put it right at the bottom of his bag. Be like, we're not touching that ever again until we know how to sort that thing out. I wonder if Gooey heard anything from it.
Kyrie gonna confiscate the true polymorph ring for now.
Yeah, good idea. That's
Hey,
a very
He's
good
not
idea.
allowed
Throw it at
any
that fucking-
rings.
No magic.
No magic, no.
Hey, Captain, why don't you try and Phoenix for the Kraken?
You know, I don't. We've already done the thing
That
of
would kill
giving.
Captain.
Wait, I don't think giving what is potentially a kraken, you know, not only Demogorgon, but that
Might be
massive
fun.
Doesn't even need to use magic though. It can just hit you and kill you.
You would also have to get close enough to it to feed it.
Yeah, that's easy. We just wait, and then it, drags us in.
It kills us.
One-way trip,
Oh.
to be sure.
If you're not
Little
killed by
bird's
the
like,
grip,
I've got two platinum. Let's go find another unsuspecting civilian.
Hand them the amulet and just fucking send them out.
Yeah.
The
Listen,
amulet would return to you. It returns to
Got
Finn.
anti-sigil magic on.
Listen, I have unfinished business with this amulet. I need to find out where on earth it fucking came from and why it was given to me. So until then, I'm not disposing of it. After that, we can throw it into the ocean. We'll come back here and give it to the Kraken. But
You seriously would rather die?
Yeah, and none of us know that it's not a Kraken.
So Captain would rather die than not figure out the secret of the amulet.
yes, that's very in character. Yes.
Cool. Even after it took your eyebrow.
Right, that was an experience. Where is Gooey?
Does that use the charged polymorph for today?
Yeah.
Carrie's gonna go to bed. We'll try to.
Yeah. What time
Harry-
is it?
Carrie's just fucking sick.
It's
To
like
death.
10:30.
Yeah, Flint's gonna go for an early night.
Like the death of this town, more like.
Yeah, we're heading off in the
Yeah.
morning, right?
God, I hope so.
Right
Right.
on.
Carrie really does not like the town due to its security, i.e., peacekeepers letting people die.
Don't know what you're on about.
Right, Flint's gonna go sleep.
Yeah, night comes easily enough.
Every time I close my eyes, I'm back in the cocoon.
Every nightmare starts in a cocoon.
before the next day comes, can Gooey attempt something?
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering, like, how long would it take me to have read through the individual books on the history of Cass? Well, not all of them, just maybe three. Like
There's three of them, like a couple of hours.
Are you sleeping in the church?
Yes. And I'm not aware where anybody else is, so
I mean, we're at the rooms we currently.
We're not
are
looking for
staying
Gooey at all.
no.
I mean, you
Well-
know Gooey's in the church.
Yeah, but I'm too tired to say anything.
Yep. Captain said, "Oh, where's Gooey?" And there's never mind, let's go to bed. Gooey's just gonna lay on their bed, just kind of twiddling their thumbs a little bit, and after a while, just has a bit of a thought and unravels the scroll and just kind of sits and tries to focus a little bit and try and, because they're aware that there's something else going on with their body, and now they know how they're made. They're going to attempt to see if they can communicate with anyone else that might be catching a ride on their body.
So you're gonna actively try and communicate with, the other side of things.
Yeah, because now they're aware of it and they have a bit of private time. They're going to attempt this.
So, after a little while, like, you don't really get anything. But then you hear almost like whispering. It's not a voice you've ever heard before, but it's strangely familiar. And you feel almost your eyes getting heavy and black. And then slowly light begins to come through as you open your eyes. And it's like you're living a memory. Like, you know that you are still Gooey, but you look down at your arms and it is flesh. You have actual hands. You're wearing cloth robes with like patches on. There's like tattoos across your knuckles that says magic. And on your other hand it says cool. It's like a very similar big gnarled staff, but without the gem on the ground. And you look up and look around a bit, and you see a couple of other people. You don't remember their names, but you do remember bits about them. There's an elf lady, feet up on a log, kinda sharpening a knife. And there's a very large half-giant there, kind of very like human-sized glasses that have been used with sticks and stuff to make them go wider at the sides and kind of fit his head. And you can see him squinting, scrolling through books and stuff. And you reach out and go to talk, and then it all goes black again, and you're back as Gooey in the chair.
Yeah, Gooey's just gonna kind of like try and just get a piece of parchment and like sort of loosely sketch what they just saw.
Okay.
And kind of just draw some circles around mainly the heads. They're just gonna draw like the faces.
Yeah,
so they can remember them. And just kind of like they'll just fall asleep on the desk.
Okay. With all of you asleep, you hear a lot of animals kind of making noise. You can hear a couple of drunk people kind of staggering past, and eventually you will pass out. This does count as a long rest, so Flint, you get your health back. I do, however, want you to add 1 point of exhaustion on. Slowly, morning comes around. You hear a couple of people downstairs kind of laughing, and Nada kind of chatting with them. You assume it's just people here for breakfast. It's strange. You've gotten so used to like the beds in the black market that the hammocks are kind of uncomfortable now, honestly.
I'll have you know, if it beats sleeping in a dumpster, it's comfortable enough.
I mean, yeah. Gooey still isn't in the room with you, but it is morning, and you do hear people like kind of cheering and like a bell dinging and stuff. Creek ship's leaving, basically. What do you want to do?
Harry's gonna go check on Gooey, considering she's the only one who knows exactly where Gooey is.
Yeah, you pull up to the church. There's a couple of people leaving and a couple of people going in, same as usual. And the Dragonborn apprentice is there, and he goes, "Oh, hello. How can I help?"
Hi, I'm looking for a slimy gooey man, you know, like a person who you can see through.
Say no more. I already know who you're on about.
Yeah.
Talks to invisible people.
Yes, I know.
Yes, I'll take you right to their room. He kind of walks on over, knocks on the door, just Hello? You have a guest?
Door opens on its own.
Oh, fuck.
There's Alistair's opened the door for me. Gooey's already awake and is like writing down notes with like some prestidigitated half moon glasses.
Carrie's just gonna make their way in and just shut the door behind them.
It's a tight fit with two of you in there now.
Carrie's gonna be like very awkwardly like, so, how are you? How's your day? Etc. How have you been?
Is it day?
Yeah, you've been in here in a while. You've missed quite a bit, including the raffle.
Oh, I was not expecting a rather glamorous prize from that man, to be honest.
Well, we did get a glamorous prize. I'm just gonna flick the polymorph ring on the table.
Oh. Who has... Just sort of look it over and see if I know what this is. Just from... I mean, I have identifier if I need to do that, but I'm just gonna sort of see if I could like recognize what it possibly does.
It's just a... From what you can tell, it's a ring kind of twisted along the sides with the gem in the center. Not anything like particularly expensive, but there's a gem in the center of it, and you do get the inkling that it's magical.
This is a nice piece of jewelry.
I don't think it's just jewelry. It almost got Captain killed.
He just kind of puts their hand on their face. Let me guess. This is magical, and it has some sort of effect on oneself or other people. And Captain, knowing they have something that devours magic, used it?
Wow, it's almost like you were there.
Perhaps
Were
maybe...
you there, Gooey? I fought off some tendrils. That was pretty cool.
Oh, so it has escalated. That is good to know.
Yeah. I've suggested getting rid of the amulet to Captain, but they seem way more interested in figuring out the end point. I'm also almost certain that this is a journey what may end in their death rather quickly.
Oh, that was expected.
They were unconscious and, well, yeah.
Well, that is not ideal. But I hope this will be a good lesson for them. Anyway, and Gooey just sort of gets like a big stack of parchment that they've been writing through and sort of just puts it in their regular bag.
Mm-hmm.
I have to pick up a item from Dooley's today. Hopefully Captain is alright. Just sighs a little bit. Is this for you to hold on to? And just hands the ring back to Kyrie.
I guess, it's more of just a make sure this doesn't happen again thing.
I can put it in the bag if needed.
I think we could make use out of this, and it needs dark sunlight to use. So I might as well just wear it for now.
Yes, I will check it at the end of the day in case nothing tries to kill us again.
Okay, that's fine. Harry's just going to be very dismissive as she does not know barely anything about magic other than the ones what she's capable of.
Yeah. What time of day is it? Or what time of the morning is it, really?
It's
Early morning.
Yeah, it's like 9, 10-ish.
Okay. Gooey's just gonna sort of like... I'll meet up in a bit, or feel free to come with me. I'm going to go pick up a very late order from Dooley's.
Okay, have you paid for this room, or...?
I did, and I sort of just give a nod to the Dragonborn guy as I leave.
Oh, okay. We hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
You help moving all these books back?
No, we have plenty of people. Don't worry. You can leave.
Oh, that is a fair point. And I just sort of... Alistair? And I just mentally command him to start moving the books. The books just start like taking themselves and putting them on the shelf.
Oh, okay.
Alistair, shut the door behind you. It's rude to leave them open. And just waddle out.
You hear him like every now and again being like, "No, that doesn't go there."
Yeah, Alistair doesn't have a clue where they go.
He's putting them randomly in
Yeah,
places.
he's just finding wherever a spot is and just putting them in there.
Oh, good. Yeah, you pull up outside Dooley's. The curtains are closed, but the sign does say open.
Okay. Just pull the curtains aside with my stuff and then waddle in.
Dooley's sat there, same as before, coffee in hand, hair kind of loosely tied up. And she looks up at you and you can see like she's got quite heavy bags under her eyes. Good morning.
Good morning. How was your visit to your husband?
It was needed.
Okay.
I'm just okay.
Is everything alright?
Just trying to work through it all, dear. How can I help?
I believe there is a order I put in quite a while ago.
She kind of looks at you like she doesn't lift her head up, but her eyes look up at you, and she's like, "You mean the one that you're holding on to my husband's blood for?"
Yes, apologies about that.
Yes, we've got it.
Excellent.
She kind of holds out a small haversack of holding. Here you go.
Thank you. Is there anything I can do? Not really. Prestidigitation has its limits.
Well, you could do bring her husband back. Prestidigitation.
Now that is more complex necromancy, but I could learn it
No.
in time. He's just gonna kind of nod a little bit. Say, I hope you have a nice day. And just turns around and waddles out. He looks at Carrie, kind of like raises his eyes, like, "Oh,
She
deal with
doesn't say
this."
anything. She just turns around, looks at Anson the fox, and carries on drinking her coffee.
Don't want to deal with that. Yeah. And Goo will just make their way back to the tavern with Kyrie, I assume.
Yeah, Little Bird sat downstairs as always, early, eating their breakfast.
I imagine Vani's comforting Captain from last night.
Yeah.
It's okay, you can tell me. I know it was difficult, I know.
I'm not sure Ovani's the one to comfort Captain.
I'm trying.
After everything that's happened between you two.
I'm
Ovani
really-
lifts up the mask. It'll be fine.
Oh,
It's like just starts crying.
Harry's gonna go up the stairs into the room where Captain is, and
Yeah.
goop them with heroism.
Oh.
So you shouldn't have the point of exhaustion anymore, and you should feel encouraged.
Fucking tentacle cocoon.
You had a long rest, by the way, so you should be full.
Yeah, you are.
He goes in behind Kyrie and just sort of looks at him. You doing okay?
No.
Good, let this be a lesson to you to not miss the things.
I love sarcastic Gooey.
Fine, yeah, sure, I fucked up. I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm around Captain's neck.
No.
No.
It's tied up in one of the anti-magic gloves in the bottom of his bag.
Huh. Surprisingly ingenious method. Gooey's gonna actually like just sort of, I don't know if Actually, yeah, I'll do this since I have the spell now. Yeah, Gooey's gonna just sort of like cast message towards the, if they can reach the amulet and see if there's a response. Just gonna say,
You're just
anyone
casting
in
it
there?
towards the amulet, yeah?
Yes.
No response.
Well, this will be the first day a captain of the sea has trapped a god and something else in a glove.
I mean, if it's good, we'll let it out, you know? Give it some corporal punishment.
I don't know if a demogorgon can be good.
I'm not sure corporal punishment would work on a demigorgon.
We can try.
I don't think black tendrils can be good.
That's very
Depends on how you
offensive.
feel about
Yeah,
tendrils.
what?
Stereotypical.
Well, given what has happened before.
So what is the plan now?
I guess we move on.
I have prepared the hotel for today in case we do move.
Like, the entire time this conversation's going on, Kyrie's sticking her finger out the window. Dodging the ring.
Yeah, it's like when you're like in a car and it's like you just got
Stick
your
your hand
arm
out, yeah.
kind of hanging out.
Tapping on the window
Yeah.
to music and stuff like on the top of the car.
Yeah, just bam, 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 bam.
How long was the walk from the church to here?
It's only like 10 minutes.
Okay, so would have Alistair been able to catch up with us?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
less than an hour. If they're with us, I'm just gonna waddle in a bit and just telepathically command Alistair to close the door.
The door closes.
Now that we're all alone, Kyrie's gonna take out the piece of parchment with the sketch of the elven woman and the
Little
half
bird's
giant.
still downstairs.
Yeah, I see like 9 people walk past him. Like, I don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah, I understand.
7 minotaurs come out the fuck. Ugh.
Little
now
bird
they're
sees
gonna get
Gary
another
and they're
drink.
like, oh no.
I just sort of open the door. Alistair, can you grab Little Bird, please?
I'm
Bring
just,
them upstairs.
It's like a
Giving-
physical grab.
Nada like a really good tip every time he brings me a new drink.
Yeah. You're like 30 gold down at this. No.
That's fine. No, I mean like it's like 3 gold per drink, so I normally
Yeah.
pay him in a silver or whatever.
He
You
is.
just get free drinks anyways.
No, that
No,
was
I'm-
on your
I'm-
tab.
No, I'll get free drinks for winning the
From
fight.
the-
Oh
winning the
yeah,
thing.
from the fight. Free drinks
Well,
for a
I'm not
week.
drinking alcohol. I'm just out here drinking fucking apple juice or some shit.
So you're not even using.
Alistair comes down and like starts tugging on your shirt and stuff towards the room that everyone's in.
All right, fine, fuck it. I'll go and witness whatever weird crime is about to happen. Look, it's either a crime, legally, or it's a crime against God, and
Yeah. Which one? Is it a dead one again?
probably, yeah.
Once everyone's inside, they're just gonna pull out the piece of parchment with the sketch of the elven woman and the half giant. Do any of you recognize these people?
Do we?
Flintwood?
Oh, okay.
The elven woman was on your ship for a short time.
Oh, okay. I relay that information then. Yeah, one of them.
Any more information other than that?
We don't pry.
What?
She exists. Wow, she wasn't there for long.
Can you possibly remember the season which they were there, the day, the time?
I know.
Captain barely remembers what fucking day of the week it is.
You know, at that point.
It would have been
You-
about 3 odd years ago. Maybe summertime. Roll an intelligence.
6.
Yeah, Flint remembers it wasn't this year, and it wasn't last year.
Like maybe 3 years ago, she was on that. Again, a lot of people pass on my ship.
And who is this person, Gooey?
Yeah, why do you know them?
He just sort of puts the parchment in their new bag, and then just remembers, oh yes, and just like pulls out the fanny pack from their chest, and just starts putting things in their bag. and then just clips it and just tosses it to Little Bird.
I love my fanny pack.
Yeah, you now have
I
your
like
fanny
to think
pack.
Little Bird wears it like a little rubber pouch.
They are. I know them, but I don't know them yet. I don't know them, but I used to know them.
Oh, small world then, I guess.
I guess so. None of you recognize the other one? I sort of point to the half giant with the glasses.
None of you would recognize the other one.
This is saddening. Also, do any of you know why people in the library won't carry books on brushing?
What kind of crushing?
Crushing between two people.
Yeah, there are a lot of reasons. Didn't know you were.
Brute.
That is a church,
Yeah.
Yes?
Gary.
It seems impractical to withhold information, though.
Withholding information, especially until after marriage,
Listen,
probably.
Gooey, listen, we'll go to. I'm sure the capital has a
Slap.
bookstore full of what you're looking for. You know, we'll go together. I'll help you pick something nice out. It'll be fine.
I mean,
Oh,
Captain could probably tell you outright.
I think Gooey's in that phase. Okay.
I'm sure.
It's
sure
nothing to be
he's-
ashamed of, Gooey. Your body's gonna start
Yeah.
changing. And
I'm sure he's
You'll
very.
get hair in
knowledgeable.
unexpected places somehow.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
Does the crushing involve in the extermination of the other participant?
Only if you do it right.
depends if you're into it.
Oh,
If I kill them, will the feeling go away?
Yes.
another feeling will arise. Not so sure.
It is difficult
Normally.
to deal with. I'll be right
Can't-
back.
no.
And
No,
Gary would
don't
start
tell
No,
them.
no, no, no. You ain't going fucking anywhere with that.
This is what Captain has told them. So Gooey's gonna go out and try and find this elven woman.
No. No.
Kyrie, you're gonna actively stop Gooey?
Yes.
Okay.
There. Is this not the correct procedure?
So Carrier's gonna like block the door and like I'm guessing Gooey's gonna try and get past the door and like some sort of slime like substance. Carrier's gonna be like pulling the wall, sort of maneuvering, trying to like stop them. So like butt up
I-
against the wall, feet up, and then like aerial stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm confused. Is it not the correct procedure?
Certainly not. No, there is no killing at all. Zero killing. Killing is bad.
I mean, there's sometimes a bit of killing.
Yeah. Don't knock a bit of killing.
I'm more confused now. I don't understand.
Where did you get the concept of crushing from, Gooey?
Nada told me.
Don't trust him, he's a liar.
I just find the feeling complex and too difficult to understand, and I don't know why people withhold books on this information.
People,
It's hard to explain.
because people hate talking about it, even though it's a completely normal thing.
I mean, maybe for you freaks.
There isn't a book written about it?
There are multiple
No
books written
Kenku has
about
ever
it.
had sex.
What is that? As I look at Little Bird.
Well, there's the birds and there's the bees.
Oh yeah, they're the birds.
I'll have to think about it. Maybe I can come up with a spell that will help.
No. Listen, we'll have a wonderful
Don't.
conversation about this. I'll tell you everything. Just don't.
I can detect thoughts, but not complex emotions yet. Maybe I can.
Yeah.
I will work on something.
Okay, you know how I act weird around Ozak, right? Gooey.
Do you
you
act
sort of-
weird?
You sort of act weird a lot of the time.
Okay, that's completely fair. But, like, especially weird around Ozak.
Oh yeah.
I somewhat understand.
Yeah, it's what I assume to be the same thing you are feeling.
It doesn't
you know.
feel good.
Yeah, no, but it's God, how do I say this to you? Without it being really
If you
weird.
think it, I can work it out.
No, you don't need to.
It'll be an easier way for me to understand.
No. I wasn't prepared for this.
We leave this to another time, maybe.
Maybe we can discuss it as we go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can we,
sure,
like,
sure.
please fucking leave this place?
I
Yes.
agree.
We'll have this conversation on the road.
I'm honestly, I don't remember if there was anything we had to do, but I don't fucking care. I just want to leave Castle.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we don't have anything to do.
I mean, as we'll maybe head out and are we grabbing? I guess we're grabbing horse noises in the cart.
Yeah. Horse Noises is ready to go. He's getting a little bit plump. You think that the orc outside of the black market probably fed him a little bit too much. One of the peacekeepers has kind of set him up on the what do you call it, on the carriage for you. And he looks at you and he's like, will you be back at any point soon, or?
Probably not.
Could we have gone
Maybe,
and-
maybe. If our paths cross again, we'll see you.
Okay.
Could we have gone out and just bought a load of food for the tower as well, just for the hotel, just to speed things up a bit?
Yeah, take off fucking 10 gold.
Sure. Done.
Yeah. Okay then, where are you headed? Sorry for me to pry. No, I've always been told I'm too nosy and I probably talk a little bit too much, you know. Growing up in a small village, it's
Right, okay,
kinda difficult.
wonderful. We'll leave.
I'm just walking out of the building.
Yeah, we're just gonna grab and go.
Okay. Yeah, you all get on Horse Noises, you get on the carriage, and I get...
A little bit into the journey, and Kyrie's gonna ask to jump off, where it's a little bit deserted.
Yeah, you get about an hour out. You're on the same kind of road that you took to go to deal with the bandits for Aaron and stuff. There's not a whole lot there. It's just forest, really.
So, before Kyrie gets off the what you call it, coverage, she'll look to the rest of the party and she'll say, so our family has a little pet and he hasn't really had a walk in a while. So do you mind if I give him a walk?
Sure.
Yeah, as long as he's not gonna get hurt.
Okay, of course. So Kyrie's gonna clamber down and walk into the middle of the field or whatever, where is it? And
I said you're in a
Past-
forest. How have
Oh.
you already forgot that?
it's gonna be somewhere.
Yeah, like
I
an
can't
open
cast it in a
area.
forest.
An open area.
Yeah. Kyrie's gonna cast Find Steed.
Okay, you watch as Kyrie puts her hands in her mouth to do a whistle and blows, and although you guys can't hear anything, almost like the air around where Kyrie's blowing kind of looks like it's shimmering and warping a little bit, and you hear almost like phantom trotting noises whiz past you, and then the ground next to Kyrie rumble, crack, and a bit of steam, and some more just cracks, and slowly it kind of raises up and pulls apart, and you see almost very light glowing this rather large, probably small horse-sized goat appear with kind of a halo, but rather than it being above the head, it's where the goat's horns are, it's between the two of the horns.
So, everyone, I would like you to meet Otto.
He's gonna waddle over and Are they friendly?
Yeah, they're friendly. Everyone who's friendly to me, they'll be friendly too. People who aren't friendly to me, not so much. But I'd imagine everyone's friendly to me.
Probably.
Everyone kind of like looks at each other like, yeah.
Which one of us tried to fight Kyrie the last time? Hang on.
You know what, Gooey? Try it. Give me a little hit.
A little hit or
Just a little hit.
okay? She just rolls up, just kind of like lightly taps your arm with a fist.
As your fist kind of ding against Kyrie's armor, you watch as all this steam and smoke begins rising off Otto's face, and the side that's like closest to you, you watch as almost like being burned, the skin slowly tears and rips, revealing like deep like red muscle tissue and all that along the face. You can see sections of like the teeth and all that, and its one eye just locks onto you.
Yuri just sort of turns to it. Oh. Is this devil or in demonic origins? Just looks to Kyrie.
We don't talk about that, eh, boy Otto? And then Kyrie's gonna like rub Otto's stomach, which is gonna make it turn back to normal.
It slowly just all the fur slowly starts growing out in clumps across it and covers it back up again. He just kind of looks like a goat again.
Sort of turns to him and starts speaking in Abyssal. And just says like, "Hello, can you understand me in Abyssal?"
Cannot understand this. Now that opens up a lot of things as to whether goats or not can actually speak.
It depends if it's just a test. If it's demonic in origin.
It looks at you and kind of just lowers its head a little bit.
Well, that's inconclusive. Anyway. What's everyone else's reaction to that? I'm curious.
Very surprised.
I thought it was just gonna be a cute little goat, and then it's not.
It is a cute little girl. Just be nice to me in it.
That's not conferencing, Captain.
And I like drag Captain off and like let Otto play with Captain a bit.
Captain wants that, yeah.
Yeah, but like you need Otto's good. Otto's a good bean. Just don't hit me.
What does Otto eat?
The souls of the innocent.
Otto is like eating
A bagel.
grass at this
A bagel.
point. Especially when you're asking this, he's just eating grass.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I won't have to get food for it at the hotel. Do we have enough reins to like have Otto also pull the carriage at the same time?
Otto.
You do not know. But you can
Otto
walk
can,
alongside.
like,
Otto
you
can push the cart. Yeah.
it's more of like I can ride Otto alongside the cart. Which was the idea for the walk, which the pet needed.
So have you pulled this? You said it was your family's pet.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they notice it's missing?
I wouldn't worry about that too much. They don't walk it in the first place too much anyway, so I think they'll appreciate me doing a chore for them once in a while.
It's understandable. If a family member of mine came in and stole my cat, I wouldn't be too bothered.
I'd be very worried.
I think you're thinking too far into this, Gooey. Otto doesn't mind. I don't mind. I'm sure everything will be fine.
Sits in the car.
Anyways, I'm gonna bring Otto up to the carriage. Do you know, like the window side where Captain is? And I'm gonna make him stick his nose into the
Yeah,
carriage.
Captain's
just, like-
in the back of the carriage, and a bit of the fucking fabric lifts up, and you just see goat like nose and like front mouth, and just fur hanging down. Just
I hate it so much.
Oh.
It's like that scene from Shrek 2.
Oh no.
Someone wants to grab Ovani quickly for a chat.
every inch Flint gets away from Otto, Otto's gonna stick their head in further.
Yeah, eventually you just get, like, just where the eyes are, just full face. Stupid eyes kind of looking in both directions. Kind of just munching on grass.
It's like grass is all over the seat of the spider.
Yeah. Kind of drooling a little bit.
Ovani,
Yes.
Kill it.
kill it, please, Vani.
Fireball!
With everything that's happened, I wanted to just contact Ozak, let him know that we're moving on from Casvault to the capital, but considering what happened last time when we called him, I wanted to know if you wanted to do the call just in case your not brother is on the other line.
Well, we can certainly try. I believe last time we couldn't actually reach.
Yeah.
Like,
Just in case, because, you know, it's your business. But if you're fine with, like, everyone hearing it, I can, like, put it on speaker and we just make sure Ozak's okay. And he is informed of what we are doing. That is the main reason why we are calling him, no other reason.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, just making sure. And I will contact Ozak with the comms stone.
It kind of takes a while, but you hear a very out of breath Zatish be like, "One moment, let's call you back. We're in the middle of a fight."
Oh.
And then it cuts off again.
That's not good. I mean, they might call us back later.
They're better at fighting. They would have won already.
They're peacekeepers.
Yeah, they're cops.
Otto's gonna start whining a little bit.
Is not also drooling over Gifton?
Yeah.
Flint's just like resigned himself to this being the entirety of the trip.
Does anyone have any requests, by the way, for the hotel?
I have a request.
Hmm?
Let the fucking go. Like, it's sad now.
No.
Oh.
I give
We
them.
need
Goat?
somewhere for horse noises to see.
I guess I could get rid of the kitchen and have an extension on the side. Though that's not normally how it works.
I mean, we've got multiple floors, haven't we?
Yes, but the only access is either a step ladder or a rope.
Horse
So we
noises
could
on
move
the
our
step
room.
ladder.
We can move our rooms to upstairs.
Yes, but we wouldn't have a kitchen or dining hall.
We don't need a dining hall.
Then we won't have a kitchen.
Can any of us cook?
Captain can make sourdough.
Flint just starts sweating.
I guess I could think of a... There's a lot of magic spellcraft I need to do soon. Need to figure out a way to make a chef. No, I guess you're right.
And I sort of look at all the food that I've bought.
I mean, having somewhere to eat together would be good, but we do not need a dining hall and a kitchen when not one of us can fucking cook. Like,
It's either dining hall or stable. I'm
fuck it,
sorry
horse
that the
noises can sleep with me.
I'm sorry the hotel is not sufficient enough yet. I will work on it though.
Wait. Didn't you say that it could be expanded upon though?
It can, but it requires a little bit more. I don't know enough about it yet to expand it.
Okay, that's maybe something for the future then.
Wait, I just realized.
And Kui just looks at Ovani.
You have the ability to mimic spells, correct?
Yes, that was something I was thinking as well. However, I think this is a bit above my skill at the moment. And sort of looks up at Gui with a sort of a sad face because he really wants to.
Oh well. I'll make it stable the bottom floor and we can all have bedrooms. But regardless, is there any requests for your rooms? Or sections of room? No?
Are you just gonna like walk up and twiddle our fingers and say maybe a bigger sandpit?
I can make it deeper.
Does that
I guess
mean
I
more
could make it.
sand?
I can make it wider. Yes, I have a way of doing that.
It's gonna be wider but thinner.
No.
Nah,
It'll be
Gooey's
like 4 foot deep.
yeah. Nah, Gooey's plans they're going to not have their section of the room. It's going to become sandpit, and they're just going to have a bucket in the middle of the room.
Gooey Bucket watches all.
Yeah.
Oh,
bucket hanging on the
I do
ceiling.
have a request actually. Could you add a few more curtains? I do prefer having a lot of privacy.
You want a second layer of curtains on top of the regular ones?
Yes, just
Do you
I
want
guess.
me to just create a metal room that you can just walk in and just lock yourself?
you can do that.
No, I can't do that yet, but I will be able to eventually.
No, I
Oh.
can't do that yet, you insecure prick.
Get
Okay.
over it.
I will make some opaque curtains, yes.
Okay, that would be nice. Yes.
How long is it going to take to get to the capital?
Probably about 4 days.
Imagine the auto the same speed as Courage, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to have regular brakes as well, though.
Yeah, because obviously horse noises and all that will get worn out. Yeah, your first night starts up. There's kind of a big clearing just next to the path for Gooey to set up his thing. You just want to do it there, I guess.
This'll do.
Yeah.
Do all of you want to close your eyes while I make it, or?
Doesn't it take you an hour?
It takes me 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Minutes is a long time to close your eyes.
It can be, or do you want to see how it is constructed?
I mean, is it no harm to us to see?
It's very boring.
I mean, even if it is boring, we could go and, do something else.
It will take 10 minutes. I will be back shortly.
And Gooey just puts the hard hat on and just gets out a load of chalk from their bag.
Can I?
And a
Can
shovel.
Avani play with Otto in the meantime?
Yep.
Yes, you can play with Otto.
Okay, Avani's gonna play with Otto.
Yeah, after about 10 minutes, the thing is up. Otto's well and truly knackered and ready for bed.
The ground floor's now got stable doors rather than the single one. And it's just, one section is just regular stable, the other one is like stable, but half of it's like got black edges to it, like a puzzle demonic infernal architecture. Just to see if Otto
Like an
likes it.
emo stable.
Yeah, just to see if Otto likes it. And there's like pails of hay and like a big tray of water just in case they need it. There's a stepladder in the middle that just leads up to our regular rooms.
Yeah, after, night comes and I guess you all just kind of fucking pass out in your rooms. They've each been adjusted to what you want them to look like according to Gooey. Morning comes and you wake up. You can hear chattering outside.
He's going to waddle downstairs.
There's a number of carts outside your little tower. You can see some just generic folk kind of sat around. Some of them are having breakfast. Other ones are checking in the back of the carts and like keeping an eye on their stock and stuff. Just looks to be a load of merchants who sat up next to you guys for the night.
Shoot! Scrap! Like the shoot!
What are we,
So-
landlords?
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry.
That's hysterical.
We just needed somewhere to set up and we figured, more the safer.
Imagine having a place to spend the night. I can, you can't. Get out. I don't actually say that.
Man, Kyrie is a fucking landlord.
Where are you all heading?
Oh, we're heading up to Eustrax, the part that's at the other end of Marquis Beat, not the part across the water. We've just came from Smartfia, actually. Been on the road for a couple of weeks now. Been hearing some rather awful rumours about the Marquis, honestly. Like, do you guys know that there's a settlement?
Walk downstairs and fucking close the door on.
I mean, Gooey's outside, so.
Just close the door on him. I'm just gonna, like, start feeding horse noises.
Yeah.
Make sure he's okay.
He carries on talking to you. He goes, not people meant for the morning. I understand. Yeah, there was
No, you just need to stop talking.
There's a settlement down near Aurymond that just got abandoned. Apparently some bandits set up there and then just dropped off the face of the earth. A couple of people have gone to check it out and there's just nothing there now. We figured we'd avoid the hell out of it, carrying what we're carrying, so...
There's nothing left of Aurymond, or there's nothing left at the bandit camp?
The bandit camp, he kind of pulls out a map to show you. So you see how Aurymond is here. He taps on Aurymond, and Casvault is here. You see that little nubbin that sticks out in between the two, right on the tip of there. Apparently they were trying to build a settlement of some kind. Make transport easier between all the places, and help out across the ocean because 2 days travel by boat can save a lot of time. But yeah, apparently it got abandoned. Nobody knows why. Bandits moved in, disappeared. We've just left it be because we don't want to get involved with that kind of stuff. But no, there's also rumours of all kinds of stuff going on. Aurymond, for example, apparently there's some stuff going on in the sewers there. We even heard that Basinth got burnt down.
Oh, that is correct.
Wait, Basinth did actually get burnt down?
Yes, completely obliterated.
Oh.
Everyone is dead.
That's honestly a shame. We were looking forward to seeing it. We heard that they were starting to welcome newcomers.
Just Gooey's gonna walk backwards and be like,
Yes, it is a shame, and just opens the door. Do you all feel like killing bandits again?
No.
Yes.
The bands. I'm still sleepy.
Okay.
just
I'd love to.
closes the door again.
Can Terry go out to go see to Otto? But also...
Well, Otto's still in the building, technically.
Yeah. It's on the ground floor.
see to Otto. Terry's gonna listen
scritches
in and probably try to jest a little bit. Terry's gonna say something along the lines of, "How do you know that we're not bandits?"
Well, most bandits would have killed us by now.
Don't push me.
Do you just set up next to anyone you find?
Well, you're right next to the main road. That doesn't seem like a place bandits would set up. They'd probably go further in and have scouts and stuff, right?
It's called reverse psychology.
You ever been in a fight with a bandit before?
You ever been eaten by a bandit?
We used to be double the size, now we're half.
So do you think you should, camp out in safer places, not next to very conspicuous big buildings?
I mean, yes, that's a good point.
Just,
Kyrie, are we killing them? Is that the plan?
No, we're not killing them.
We're
Okay.
teaching them a valuable life
We're
lesson.
teaching them lessons. The NPCs in this world are dumb enough. Goddamn! Yes, I will take 2 platinum for my death. Goodbye.
Okay, everyone in this fucking world has just stopped and told us that life story as well.
You paid it.
Hey,
You
who's
paid
this
it.
thing?
Idiots.
He's literally just talking to you about rumours he said at the Marquis of Beak. It's just 2
Right,
travellers
you
having a
fucking
conversation.
I did.
Right.
Kind of.
Okay. Carrie's gonna walk out and say, "Okay, what you sell, your merchants."
Oh, you want to look at our wares? Sure. We've got fruits and vegetables. We've got different types of clothing. We have some unique things we found along our travels. We've got some potions. Glenn over there does fortune readings.
Oh fuck yeah, Flip's going to go do that.
Oh,
He believes 100% in fortune reading.
I do not believe you should get a fortune.
Fortune's probably not going to be fantastic, but
With what happened yesterday, I need to know.
And we also have someone over there who deals in like things that has washed ashore from like different places. You know.
Now you're speaking my language. Hell yeah.
We like to keep our varieties wide so that we can attract as many people as possible.
Especially one fucking seaborn idiot. Flint's gonna go get his fortune read.
Okay, you approach this table, and there is a human woman, kind of wearing very loose clothes, rolling like a small glass ball around her fingers. She's got like deep, almost purple eyes, like kind of straight-edged eyebrows that are quite thin, black hair that's kind of swept back but kind of cascades along her shoulders and stuff. Lots of bracelets, lots of trinkets and stuff. And she looks, she's like, "You here for your fortune?"
Yes. You knew! How did you know?
I did.
Oh,
5 copper for your fortune.
I give her 5 copper.
She takes the 5 copper, kind of puts it in a little bag attached to her side, tucks the bag into her trousers, puts her shirt over the bag. So, first of all, tell me your name. I can tell that you're a seafarer.
Yeah. Flint Bright.
So your name is Flint Bright. She kind of runs the ball along her fingers a bit more and you notice it glowing slightly. So tell me, Flint, what is it that you hold closest?
That's a big question. Depends. I guess my crew.
Your crew? So you're that kind of sailor.
I'm one that cares about the people he sails with, yes.
Good. As it should be. You notice the ball growing slightly larger as she's rolling it around. And tell me, what have you been doing the last short while? Give me an example over the last month.
Well, the campaign time has been about a month, right?
Yeah.
Washed up on Weird Island, met a man made out of goo.
Okay, that's enough. I only need one example.
No,
The ball
it's fine.
grows a bit
I will
more.
give you my life story.
Yeah, no, Flint's gonna keep going. Witnessed base synth burnt down, met a couple of other idiots, but they're all good people. Got trapped in a tentacle cocoon yesterday evening. It was really weird.
The ball is now like full-size crystal ball. And she's like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. I understand. I need you to stop talking for a moment. She places her hands on either side of the ball. She's like, I'm seeing something. Can you notice her eyes kind of wash over white? I'm seeing you in the middle of the ocean. Fire all around you. The waters are red. You're crying. You're hurt. Not physically, but emotionally. There's no one else there. There's a darkness. It's spreading. It's coming from within you. It's unusual. It's like nothing I've ever seen. And then the crystal ball cracks.
Is that normal?
She kind of picks it up and examines it. No. You have a dark future ahead of you, friend.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I'm sorry. You notice like a tear roll down the side of her face. Just, I'm so sorry.
Why?
if I tell you it will change. And I don't know whether it will change for the better or for the worse.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, screw it. Detect thoughts.
You're gonna use detect thoughts on her?
And it is a ranged spell.
Yeah.
And let me double check the range on this, because I'm gonna make sure I'm far away for this. Oh.
Hello, Otto. Who's a good boy?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, any creature within 30 feet of you. And need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
When I pry deeper. So I learn the surface thoughts initially.
Okay.
Before she notices me do anything.
Surface thoughts, sheer terror, sheer confusion. She doesn't understand. She's terrified of Captain.
Okay.
She doesn't feel comfortable around him or want to be near him after seeing what she's seen.
Okay.
Are you prying deeper?
Yes.
Okay. She is going to
Wisdom
resist it.
saving throw.
17.
Yeah, she succeeds. So I'm pushed out.
The orb cracks a little bit more and she kind of throws the slime over that was on her head away. Did you just... Really? Really? You tried to read the mind of somebody who can see the future, and you didn't think that I would notice.
He's just looking at the other, looking, heads turned 180.
And
Just
body's
looking
still
away.
facing.
Yeah.
Everything good?
Your friend just tried to read my mind.
Oh, yeah, he does it. I do that.
If he'd asked permission, I would have let him. But I
turns
think
back
it's
around.
I think it's best we leave.
Yeah, okay, Flink just gets up. Sorry about your ball. Just puts 10 gold on the table. Like, I'm sorry.
I am sorry for prying.
Gonna go over to Gooey. What the fuck was that? What was that?
I was curious.
And she was really fucking cryptic. I don't know what on earth half of it meant. I'm assuming some of it was mentioned is about Demogorgon, but
I didn't get a chance to pry deeper.
Surface thoughts?
Confused, scared, terrified of you. Maybe I should ask for consent next time.
Probably.
Consent
you
is
all-
important.
Consent
But
is
you
very
all have
important.
taught me to act on impulses, so...
There's
Yeah,
a difference.
Don't ever do anything we tell you to do.
Rule number 1.
Yeah, listen,
Okay.
just do the opposite of what we do, okay? We're not good people.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
Gooey's gonna take that so literally, you know that.
Gary,
Myself.
Kyrie's gonna. I said Gary. God damn it.
Yeah, Gary and Otto.
Awful. Gary and Otto sounds way more powerful. Anyway,
Gary and Otto sounds like a fucking motor insurance company.
Anyways, Kyrie's gonna be going to one of the merchants and basically just looking through all the stores, trying to find like some sort of grooming kit. It's like a brush and scissors and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've got some like horse brushes and stuff like that. Like shears, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
5 copper for the lot.
Kyrie will get that, and then she'll walk up the captain first and pass him the scissors and say, "Clean up that eyebrow first and give them back to me."
I think I'm just gonna grow the slit out and hope that.
Are you sure?
Hope the new one looks good.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Kyrie's
fine.
gonna look at Captain like
I could even
No.
it out.
like a parent looking at like their son walking out with like a horrendously chopped beard. You know when you grow a beard in first time and it's like you've got horrible little bits like bottom side, etc.
Yeah, bum
It's
scruff.
just- Yeah, bum scrub or pube stashes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Right, fine.
Kyrie's just gonna be very upset.
I'm just gonna go clean. I assume that hopefully there is a mirror in the house. Either that or Flint.
There's a mirror above your. There's a mirror above your
Use my
bed.
armor.
Oh, there is a mirror
You
above
can
my
just lay
bed.
on your bed.
Yeah,
There's a mirror by your bedside table as well.
Oh, so many mirrors. Yes. Okay. Flint will go do that.
Kari's gonna sit down and just brush Otto.
Yeah. I guess a couple of hours pass, Flint's cleaned that up, Otto's well kept, so's horse noises now, because I'm guessing Little Bird would have stole bits as you're not using them to try and clean up horse noises.
Genuinely like to think that Flint took several hours to do that little
Yeah.
cut. It was like
Yeah.
one cut. It was one singular cut.
You underestimate how long it would take Flint.
Yeah. Flint cares a lot about his appearance.
He's doing it by individual hairs.
Yes, the
Wait,
only way to do.
Is it better or worse now?
It's better. It's
Okay.
like two straight slits through his eyebrow now.
Ah.
Yeah, the people in the cart kind of hurriedly get their stuff together and start leaving, go in the opposite direction that you're going.
Hurriedly. It's
So-
been 3 hours.
I imagine Flint's coming back down to give me back the sitters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when that happens, Kari will see Flint's eyebrow and do like a little whistle with her fingers. And Otto will instinctively stand up and go, no, not for you, not for you, not for you.
Oh.
Otto's
to-
taller than you when he stands on his hind
Yeah,
legs.
Otto was huge.
I love this story so much.
Back to sleep. Yeah,
Sleep.
I'll take the scissors off and I'll start like rubbing Otto's neck and like trimming like finer bits of the fur.
Yeah.
He just glares at Otto, just summons basket and starts squishing baskets until
Ivani comes
lucky
up and
goat.
starts stroking Little Bird.
I've just laid on horse noises.
Yeah, you two went for a nap an hour in. You're not super fussed about if horse noises look super pristine.
He's a workhorse. He'll do great.
Yeah.
If his, coat starts to get a little fucking weird, then we'll look after it. But
Yeah.
he's a
Horses screwing themselves.
On the note of you guys trimming up your animals, that's how we're going to end the episode. I hope you've enjoyed, both viewers and listeners, and we'll catch you all next Monday.